Here's a way to learn cradling very quickly. You can do this at night, you do it actually at home. It's raining out, you might not have time to go outside and practice against a wall. This is a way to learn how to cradling for beginners. This is for people who've been playing a while. This is when you're first starting out, sort of day one, year one. And you want to get that cradle down. This is a way for a kid to recognize exactly how that ball moves in the stick. And what we're going to do now is we're going to actually lay down on our backs. So here we go. The player's laying down on his back. They got the bottom hand right in the center where their belly button is. It's going to stay there. It's basically just stabilizing the bottom of the stick. Top hand, notice that top hand, it's not stiff. It's loose. It's real loose. You got the thumb on the side and the hands on the outside. You're not grabbing it and holding it hard. You're going to use that to cradle. And of course you got a ball in the stick. By laying down like this, the gravity's pulling the ball down and backwards. Of course, when you're standing up and cradling hard, the ball's actually moving in that same direction because of centrifugal force. Here we're just using gravity. Okay, so now player's going to cradle right across their face. Go ahead. And they're going to hold it back like that. Now you know if you ever stop in the middle, the ball's going to fall right out. But the amazing thing is the ball doesn't fall out when you're cradling. Good example. The ball doesn't fall out when you're cradling because you're going to keep a constant motion, and the angular acceleration is going to throw that ball in the back of the net the whole way. It should feel real stable. Okay, so go ahead and make a couple cradles there. There's one, there's two. You can always stop at the very end, so go ahead and stop. You can stop right there, it's nice and stable. Now go ahead and pull it across. That is really good movement. When you get this dialed in, you do this 100 times on the floor, and then you switch hands to 100 times, get that nice and solid, you're going to stand up and be amazed that when you put your gloves on, you'll learn a little bit about the gloves, then you're going to go ahead and stand up and run, and that thing's just going to come together. So what you can do here is it takes about 2 seconds maybe to do a full cradle. So you can do 30, you can do 50 of these, you can do 100 of these a night. Do it during commercial, you're watching TV, commercials come on, you sit down and do this cradle. Once you connect your hands up to the feeling of that ball, so you just feel that whole thing together like you own it, you'll start thinking about other parts of the game. So that's your goal. Your goal is to learn this. Go ahead, Oliver. Do it again and again. And then you can put your gloves on. Now, coach is going to tell you never practice without your gloves. That's absolutely true. But if you're just starting out, we want you to feel the ball in the back of that net, and we want to feel it right through your hands so you know that feeling. Then when you put your gloves on, you want to translate that through the gloves, and then later you're just going to put that all into your game. Okay, good job. Thank you very much.